Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to go through my sinking funds with you. So I want to close out December and then start for January 2020. So as you can see, I have my sinking fund envelopes here, but I also have some digital sinking funds that I save in our bank account, in our savings account. So I just want to go through both of those. So I have my red pen for if I spend some money, and then obviously just my 4 Bic pen, which I absolutely love these things. Like, they're the best pens ever. So what I'm going to do is just go through my envelopes first. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see. So you can see Christmas started off with €306 in the fund, and we actually, I have my calculator here too that I'm going to kind of add things. So we added €25 into that fund during the month. So it was 306 plus the 25 makes €331, and there is 0 inside that, which means that we used 331 to give us 0 as our ending balance. So that's that one. You can see pet care here had €30 in it, and pet care we added €40. So adding that €40 there would have given us €70, and we currently have €20 remaining. So we write that, which means that we used €50, which is perfect because that's exactly how much our dog, it actually costs like $48.99 or something. So that's that. Then we have clothing is the next one. So you can see we started with 0, and there is currently 0 in there. So then the next one is birthdays. Birthdays started with €15, and we currently have 10, 15, 20, €25. So we currently have €25, which means we added 10. And then medical started with €45, and there is €5 left in that, which means we used €40. In fact, what we actually did was I added €50 more in the month. So we added €50, making €95, which means that we spent €90. And that was because myself and Ava were just so sick this past December. So that's what happened there. So they're all the digital ones, or they're all the cash envelopes. So now we have the digital ones. So Xbox, we added €4 like we had planned to do, but Robert did use €1, and that was just to try out that Xbox Game Pass, I think it's called. So that left us with €10 in there. Next we have YNAB. So YNAB is the software that I use to basically track all of my budgets. So if I make any transactions from my bank account, that's what happens. That's where I sort it. So it started with 202, and we added €6.16, making it €26.18 remaining there. Christmas. So Christmas we added €313.50, and we used everything that was in that account, which was €426.54, leaving us with 0. So we have 0 left there now. The bike, the car and bike maintenance account, okay? So there is currently €12.43 left there. And basically during the month we added €20 like we had planned to, and we had to use €73.02. So basically our car is really old. It is a 2003 car, and up to now it hasn't really gave us any much bother, but we now have, I think it's like 160,000 miles on it. And the gearbox and the clutch and the wheel bearings and the drive shaft and all of those sorts of things are just giving us a whole load of bother now. So we're going to need a new car, which I have to set up a car fund for that. But as you can see, just $12.43 left in there, and that's it. We had to buy it. We had to buy one drive shaft. Our car is a 4-wheel drive, so there's 2 drive shafts. But we had to buy one. And that's how much it cost. We had to import it because we couldn't get it at all from any supplier here in Ireland. And Robert is a car mechanic, and he rang everybody he knew, and his boss rang everybody they knew, but nobody could just get it in. So we had to buy one offline. We bought it from eBay, and it was $73.02. And yeah, so we're gonna need a car, which was not on the plan, but you know, we have to just adapt it. So then we have the car and bike tax and the car NCT. We added €57.04, leaving us with an ending balance of €182.41. And then with the bike insurance we added €50. The car and bike insurance we added €50, leaving us with €212.50. So that's how that ends up looking. So we're ending the car and bikes insurance with €212.50. The tax and NCT fund is ending with €182.41. The maintenance of our car and our motorbike is €12.43. Christmas is ending on 0. YNAB is 26.18, Xbox is ending on 10, the medical fund is 5, birthdays is 25, clothing is 0, pet care is 20, and the cash Christmas fund is also 0. So Christmas has gone to 0, but we will be starting that, as you saw in my cash envelope video that came out the other day. We are starting to build up our sinking fund for that again. So one thing, I have 2 things left I want to do with you. So first I'm just going to transfer these ending balances into the starting balance for January. So I'm just going to do that pretty quickly here. So the other thing I want to do with you was talk a little. Usually at the end of these videos I color in my savings tracker and all of those things, so I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about where that's going, what's happening with that, and so on. Basically we had initially, when I started this journey, I was following the Dave Ramsey plan, and I still do kind of follow it. And basically we had an emergency fund of €1,000. We paid off all our debt, and then we started to build our full big emergency fund, which is baby step 3 on Dave Ramsey. And that's what I was planning to do this year. I was planning to give us a 3-month emergency fund, but because of the fact that we need a new car, plus during the year I did use our emergency fund, our €1,000 emergency fund, due to overspends in the earlier part of 2019. It just means that while we had been colouring these in my savings tracker, and you can buy this off my website, my savings tracker, I had 6.5 of them done at 55 euros. So as you can see, the savings goal was 5,500 euros, and then I just divided that by 100, and then it was 55 euros. So there was 6.5 by 55, which was so it was 357 euros 50 is what I had shaded in. But then, as I said here, we do now need to buy a car at some stage during the year, and I am going to try my hardest to ensure that we don't have to take out a loan for our car. We're hoping that we can get a tiny bit longer at it, but we're just not really sure, because if we go long distance, and what I mean by long distance is traveling 30 miles, our car starts to act funny and make strange noises and all that sort of stuff. And now we generally once a week kind of do travel more than 30 miles. Usually it's just kind of around town, dropping Ava to school or going to the supermarket or that sort of stuff. But basically what it means is I'm going to have to start, and first thing I want to do is get the emergency fund tracker, and get my full emergency, or get my baby emergency fund of 1,000 euro back up there. So that's exactly what I'm going to start to work towards here. So this is going to be 1,000 euros. So obviously if you divide 1,000 euros by 100, you get 10 euros. So each icon is going to be worth 10 euros. So this is going to be a new tracker that I have. So they are slightly different from my savings tracker. Obviously this is the common denominator with the two of them, but you can see that the rest of it is different. So basically we have the piggy bank with the heart in the middle, then we have the money bags, and then we have a safe, and that kind of works its whole way down. This is my Etsy shop if you want to check out there. But basically we ended the December, so we ended December with 428 euros and 33 cents in our savings, so I'm just now saying that that's our emergency fund. So obviously if we divide that by 10, means that we have to shade in 42 of the squares, nearly 43, like 42.5 of the squares. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I just need to go and get the colors that I'm going to be using. So I'm just using my daughter's crayons here. So 42.5 squares is what we're going to be coloring in. So So there is 42 of them done. I've decided not to do a half, but 42 of them done. So I'm nearly halfway there, guys. So I'm hoping that we will have this done by the end of January. That is what my hope is. And I think we can do it. It'll be tough, but I think we'll be able to do it. So there we have it, guys. That is my emergency fund tracker of 1,000. So this is the first goal that I have of 2020, is to fill my emergency fund and get it back to 1,000 euros. So that's it, guys. That is today's video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the little bell button, because it lets you know every single time that I upload a new video. I will talk to you in the next one, guys. Bye.